Welcome to Math in Motion with Mr. Lewis. All right, folks, we're here at JCPenny, and it looks like they have a 30% off discount today. So let's check out and see some items. If we want anything from here, and let's just see how much the price would be if we applied that discount to it. All right, come on with me. Before we get into our examples, let's go over the steps on how to solve these types of problems. Finding the total price after a discount is a simple two-step subtraction play. Step 1, find the discount amount. You do this by multiplying the original price by the discount rate. Just remember to change that percentage into a decimal first. Step 2, we calculate the final price. We take that discount amount you just found and we subtract it from the original price. The result is your new total. It's that easy. Now, let's see the strategy in action with some real-world numbers. Let's do a practice problem. Let's say you're shopping for a new video game system, a PS5 that normally costs $320, but today it's discounted by 35%. Now we know no PS5 in the world costs $320, but let's just say for instance, today it's $320 and it gets a discount of 35%. So let's calculate how much you would save and what your final price would be. To find the discount, we multiply the original price, $320, by the decimal form of 35%, which is 0.35. Okay, we'll place that 320 on top and that 0.35 underneath. Starting with the 5 in the hundreds place, we do 5 times 0, which is 0, 5 times 2, which equals 10. And so we write down the 0 and we carry the 1 above the 3. So now we have 5 times 3, which equals 15. We add that carried 1, which will equal 16. So our first partial product is 1,600. Now we move to the 3 in the 10th place. So since this represents 30, we place a 0 placeholder first. So we do 3 times 0, which equals 0. And then we do 3 times 2, which equals 6. And then we do 3 times 3, which equals 9. Our second partial product is 9,600. So now we add both rows together, and then we get 1,600 plus 9,600. So we add our zeros, that gives us 0. 0 gives us 0. 6 plus 6 gives us 12. Carry that 1. So 1 plus 9 gives 11. And then we carry that extra 1. It gives us 11,200. Because 0.35 has 2 decimal places, we move the decimal in 11,200 2 places to the left. So that gives us 112. It's the discount amount. So now we subtract the discount from the original price. We do 320 minus 112. We do 0 minus 0, which gives us 0. 0 minus 0, which gives us 0. Then we do 0 minus 2, which cannot be done. So we borrow from the 2 in the tens place, and that 2 becomes 1. The 0 becomes 10. So we do 10 minus 2, which equals 8. We do 1 minus 1, which equals 0. And we do 3 minus 1 equals 2. We bring the decimal straight down, and the final sale price for that video game system, ladies and gentlemen, would be $208. By calculating 35% off of 320, you'd save $112, and you only pay $208 for your new PS5. Already in cold weather, but I got to take a trip up to Baltimore, which is even colder. So this coat is 40% off and the tag says 140. So let's see what that discount would be if we did the math behind that. All right, come with me. Now let's talk about that JCPenny sale. All right, so we got this coat. It's originally $140 and we have a discount of 40% off. So let's calculate how much you save and what your final price would be. Okay, so step 1, to find that discount, we multiply the original price of 140 by the decimal form of 40%, which is 0.4. Okay, we'll write 140 on top and 0.4 underneath. Starting with the 0 in the hundreds place, we do 0 times 0, which equals 0. 0 times 4, which equals 0. 0 times 1, which equals another 0. And then our first partial product would equal 0, 0, 0. Now we move to the 4 in the tens place. Since this represents 40, we place a 0 placeholder first. We do 4 times 0, which equals 0, and then 4 times 4, which equals 16. So we write down that 6, and then we have to carry that 1 above the 1. So now we have 4 times 1, which equals 4, but we have to add that carried 1, which gives us 5. So our second partial product is 5,600. Now we just add both our rows together. So we get 5,600 plus 0, which gives us 5,600. Because 0.40 has 2 decimal places, we move the decimal in 5,600 2 places to the left. Then that gives us $56 evenly. So the discount amount is $56. In order to calculate our total price, we had to subtract that discount from the original price. So we do 140 minus 56. So all the zeros minus a 0 will give us a 0 on both of those. And then we do 0 minus 6, and we can't do that. So we borrow from the 4 in the tens place, and the 4 becomes a 3. The 0 becomes 10. So now we're able to do 10 minus 6, which equals 4. And then 3 minus 5 can't be done, so we borrow from the 1 in the hundreds place. And the 1 becomes 0, and the 3 becomes 13. So we have 13 minus 5, which equals 8. And then 0 minus 0 is just 0. So we bring that decimal straight down. The final sale price for the coat is $84. By calculating 40% off of 140, you saved $56 and paid only $84 for your new winter coat at JCPenny. So that's how you use discount math to save big during seasonal sales, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your participation today. I hope that was helpful to you, and I hope that you come back for more mathematics and math in motion with Mr. Lewis. All right, check you guys out later. Keep doing a great job.